Once upon a time, in the quiet heart of the whispering woods, autumn arrived like a soft, velvet blanket. The tall trees painted the sky in shades of honey yellow, warm amber, and peach blossom pink. A gentle twilight settled over the woodland, making every shadow feel cozy and every breeze feel like a whispered lullaby. High up in the branches, the air smelled sweet like toasted acorns and dried meadow flowers. Everything was preparing for a restful night, as the stars began to open their shining eyes one by one, watching over the peaceful forest below. On the very highest branch of the ancient oak tree sat a little golden leaf named Pippin. Pippin was bright and cheerful, glowing like a tiny sunbeam in the dusk. All through the sunny afternoon, he had watched the gentle world go by, but now his edges were curling with a sweet, heavy drowsiness. Pippin loved the cozy autumn evening and knew it was almost time for his magical night journey. He nestled into the bark, listening to the forest stretch and sigh as the moon began to rise, feeling ready to leap softly into the cool air. Across the softly glowing forest, a cool evening breeze named Whisper blew tenderly through the treetops. Whisper did not hurry or rush, he carried only a gentle song made of soft rustles and quiet hums. He floated past the sleeping squirrels and the sleepy birds, brushing against the leaves with a loving touch. Whenever Whisper brushed against the colorful canopy, a peaceful rhythm filled the air, reminding all the little creatures that night was here. Swirl and float, soft and slow, down where the mossy breezes blow, the wind whispered to the leaves. With a cozy happy sigh, Pippin let go of his cozy branch and began his beautiful bedtime dance. Down he tumbled, swaying gently from side to side like a little boat on a calm golden sea. He twirled around a silvery twig and performed a tiny, graceful spin in the velvet air. Everything felt so weightless and peaceful as he glided past the warm bark of the old tree. Swirl and float, soft and slow, down where the mossy breezes blow, Pippin hummed to himself, drifting delightfully lower and lower through the calm evening sky. As Pippin glided past a cozy birch tree, he met Barnaby, a tiny sleepy owl tucked into a hollow trunk. Barnaby blinked his big, warm yellow eyes and gave a gentle, quiet hoot to welcome the drifting leaf. "Good night, little leaf," Barnaby whispered softly, tucking his feathers closer around his chin. Pippin floated right past the owl's beak, giving a cheery little tilt in the air to say sweet dreams. The forest was so quiet that even the softest hoot sounded like a warm lullaby wrapping around the trees in the twilight. Below the drifting leaf, a sleepy babbling brook wound its way through the mossy roots of the woodland floor. The water moved in slow, silvery ripples, catching the reflection of the early evening stars. Floating leaves rested on the stream like tiny glowing ships, journeying gently toward sweet dreams. The sound of the water was a soft tick-tock song that made every creature in the forest feel heavy-eyed and comfortable. The sky above turned a deeper shade of night sky blue, painting the world in calm and tranquil colors. Just above the soft ground, Pippin gently brushed past the sweet, furry back of a cozy little hedgehog named Bramble. Bramble was curled up in a pile of fragrant pine needles, yawning a tiny hedgehog yawn. As Pippin landed lightly on Bramble's soft quills, the little hedgehog gave a tiny wiggle, sending Pippin into one last delicate airborne swirl. Swirl and float, soft and slow, down where the mossy breezes blow, whispered the breeze once more. Pippin chuckled softly as he floated down toward the deep, green moss below. At last, Pippin reached the forest floor, landing snugly on a cushion of velvety green moss surrounded by hundreds of colorful leaf friends. There were crimson leaves, orange leaves, and golden leaves, all tucked together like a warm, patchwork quilt spread across the earth. The soil beneath them was cozy and dark, offering a safe, soft bed for the whole winter long. Pippin wriggled himself into a sunny golden spot, feeling the crisp nighttime air turn wonderful and still. He felt safe, cozy, and completely loved in his new autumn home. High above the woodland canopy, the silver moon rose full and bright, spreading a blanket of cool, shimmering moonlight over the resting trees. Every branch stopped swaying, and every breeze settled into a gentle standstill. The stars twinkled like tiny nightlights, keeping watch over Pippin and all his woodland friends. The forest was filled with the peaceful sound of quiet breathing and the warm comfort of a magical fall night. Everything in the world was right where it belonged, quiet and still under the gentle blue sky. Pippin closed his golden eyes and rested his stem against the soft green moss. He thought of his lovely dance through the air, floating softly down to the peaceful ground. Swirl and float, soft and slow, down where the mossy breezes blow, he remembered, as a deep and dreamy sleep washed over him. The ancient trees kept watch, the stars sang their silent lullaby, and the little leaf drifted off into sweet, blissful dreams. Good night to the forest, good night to the breeze, and good night to you, little one. And so our story ends in a warm, gentle quiet. Subscribe for a new tale tomorrow. Now close your eyes, sweet dreams.